My name is Ryan Wells, and I'm the proud principal of Hamilton High School. Joining me on stage today are school board members Drew Blankenbaker and Jenny Seifert, Superintendent Tom Korst, and Counselor Ellen Ryder. Each year it is my privilege to be here with you at graduation, which is the culmination of roughly 18 years of hard work, both for the students themselves and the people who love and support them. Thank you, teachers, coaches, support staff, mentors, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, family, friends, community members, and anyone who has had a role in shaping and guiding all of our graduates through these formative years of life. Thank you all, near and far, and I know these students truly have and do appreciate your support. Seniors, take a deep breath and enjoy this moment. You are surrounded by some of your closest family and friends. Take some time to appreciate what this event symbolizes. It is symbolic of your achievements, both big and small, throughout your scholastic career. What you have accomplished since your first day of school many years ago is no small feat. And the fact that you finished your last 2 years of high school in the midst of a global pandemic has prepared you well for the adversity you will face in the future. As we reflect on the last school year, it is important to acknowledge the collective anxiety we all felt regarding the unknown surrounding coronavirus and school reopening plans. As students, the changes implemented undoubtedly took a toll. Whether it was in person or online or a combination of both, you all found a way to navigate these new challenges. Instead of giving up, you adapted and created new pathways towards success. We did not anticipate how a global pandemic might disrupt the school system, and your ability to respond and persevere in spite of all the changes and new rules is inspiring. As you move into the next exciting phase of your life, your future self will surely appreciate all the time and energy you have invested on your own self-improvement thus far. I doubt there's a single student amongst you all that wasn't tempted to quit at one point or another. Please remember that the things that enrich your life the most, the things you are proudest of, and the most valuable lessons you will learn will never come easy. The grind of your greatest challenges can be overwhelming, but always maintain a perspective and understanding about the reward and enrichment that perseverance will hold for your future. It is some of the most challenging experiences in life that end up being the most rewarding. Push yourself to accomplish tasks that provide you with a sense of accomplishment, and work hard. Recently, I caught a random excerpt on the radio in which someone said something like this: "We spend all our time worrying about the things we can predict, but it is the things we can't predict or don't even think to worry about that are the hardest to manage." Of course, this message resonates clearly right now as we continue to manage the disruptions presented by the pandemic. And this sentiment likely holds true for many of life's greatest challenges. The reality is, the outcomes to the things you invest the most energy worrying about are often a lot better than you think. We can become so consumed with the what-ifs of the world that we stifle our ability to flourish with a sense of contentment in the present. It's okay to be nervous and to worry. In fact, it can be productive. But don't let your nerves dictate to you what you can or cannot accomplish. If you let your anxiety and your fear sideline you, it will. If you learn to use your nervous energy to motivate you towards action, you'll find yourself a whole lot less anxious in the long run. Approach your future challenges with a positive attitude and remember that it's okay to fail. You are never at your best the first time you try something or in the first year of a job or life experience. Don't hold yourself hostage for the mistakes you make or will make. And remember, the best way to improve is through trial and error. Provide yourself grace and be as kind to yourself as you are to others. Thank you, class of 2021, for your ability to adapt and adjust, and thank you for leading the way into the future for students that follow you. You are a diverse, creative, and talented group of students. Know that the staff of Hamilton High School loves you, and we are incredibly proud to have played a role in your journey. Strive to be a person who creates positive energy in the world and harness the excitement and thirst for knowledge you possessed way back on that very first day of school, and carry that with you into the next stages of your life. It is now my privilege to introduce an exceptional student leader, your senior class president, Logan Vandenberg.
Hello and welcome. My name is Logan Vandenberg. Good afternoon, friends, family, teachers, distinguished guests, non-distinguished guests, and Class of 2021. Welcome and thank you for coming. First off, I would like to take a moment and recognize one of our fellow classmates, Colton Frost. Colton couldn't be with us here today because he is currently at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot in San Diego, taking his next step in his journey as a Marine. Colton is an extraordinary man, friend, and student, and although he can't walk across the stage with us today, I would like to give him a big round of applause. Now I have to start out with a tremendous thank you to my mom and dad. Hi. My accomplishments, my scholarships, and my acceptance letters into college are not mine alone. I have had unwavering support, love, kindness, inspiration, and encouragement every single day since birth. The man you see standing in front of you today was raised by two extraordinary individuals, and my gratitude towards them cannot and will never be able to be expressed into words. Sincerely, thank you. Next, to my teachers. This graduation, all of our academic success and scholastic success was made possible by viewers like you. Thank you. The student is only as good as its master. Your endless work, hours upon hours spent, especially in times, there it goes, where teaching couldn't be done face-to-face, will not go unnoticed. Each of you will hold a special place in my heart. You have uniquely transformed all of us into who we are today. On behalf of the graduating class of 2021, you guys are the real MVPs. Now, round of applause for them. Now, fellow graduates, in the words of Bilbo Baggins, I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. I'm kidding. Much like Bilbo's nephew Frodo, us ourselves are about to embark on a thrilling, life-altering adventure towards the Mount Doom, which is our adulthood. Now, as I am standing here in front of you today, I don't want to take the time with the general cliche to mull over and reminisce over the past 4 years. I can do that anytime and anywhere, but we only have a few more moments together as a class. There can be sweetness in silence, and if it's just between you and me, some things are better left unsaid. Like the time me and Tucker accidentally ripped off the gym door handle, or when we all witnessed Mr. Perchie and Mr. Drigger's tight pants skit. And I think the football team would appreciate me not bringing up the past day football games. No, I'm kidding. You guys are the heart and soul of our high school, and you have played an extraordinary 4 years of football, and although I've had nothing to do with it, I am extremely proud of you guys. But being a member of Generation Z, I thought to myself, how fitting would it be if I cited a TikTok in my speech? Now, if you're anything like me, I'm terrified of adulthood. I have no clue what to do, where to go, and what life is going to look like. But just a few months ago, while I was up late at night scrolling through TikTok and definitely not procrastinating on homework, I came across a video, and it stopped me in my tracks. It was a video of Jordan Peterson, a clinical psychologist and professor at University of Toronto. Yeah, that's what my TikTok feed looks like. Speaking on the topic of not growing up. And since today is our first step into the grown-up world, I would be remiss not to share it with you now. So his speech went like this. Look, when you're a kid, you're all potential. It's chaotic potential. It can manifest itself into any number of ways. And maybe you don't want to give that up. So you're like Peter Pan. You want to be a kid forever because you don't want to give up that potential. And you look out into the world and all you see are Captain Hooks, who've lost a hand and who are chased by death because that's the clock in the crocodile. It's already got a taste of him. He's terrified by death and he's a tyrant. So we will say things like, I don't want to grow up to be like that, so I won't be disciplined at all. Well, that's no good because the way potential transforms itself into actuality is through discipline. Well, people say, I don't know what to do. I've said that. It's like, that's okay, nobody does. But go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice. It's not going to be perfect, and it will change along the way, but it will change partly because you become disciplined pursuing the path. And as you become disciplined, you become wiser. And as you become wiser, you become able to formulate better and better plans. So, class of 2021, don't be a Peter Pan. The Lost Boys are not named out of coincidence. I know almost each and every one of you, and from what I've gathered from the last 4 years is that you're all extraordinary people who are going to accomplish amazing things, and you can't let fear dictate your decisions. In the words of Mary Ann Williamson, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to manifest the glory that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So go out into the next step in our journey of life and take with you the lessons you have learned at Hamilton High. Bring with you our culture of excellence and our Bronx spirit. And always remember to be safe, be respectful, be responsible, and graduate, because graduation matters. Have a great day, class of 2021.
My name is Brooke Alexander. So all of our speeches revolve around a quote, piece of advice, or something we learned that stayed with us during our years at HHS. So, I'd far rather be completely exhausted from the hard times which breed success than well rested from achieving nothing. This quote heavily exemplifies high school. Well, at least not the well-rested part. In all seriousness, high school is a time that is meant to push limitations for that all-nighter, to make mistakes like procrastinating homework after the 3rd episode of Criminal Minds flies by, and to have fun. School today is so much about grades and achieving the highest GPA. But I can tell you, from standing up here, it was stressful and it caused a lot of anxiety in every single person up here. I am extremely grateful for the opportunities that are open to me through my grades, but I definitely didn't do high school right. I would do it all over again if it meant that night studying or cramming in essays due that night could turn into a drive with friends, more time traveling, or more time with family. This tassel's trying to kill me. 4 years is a long time to waste for freaking out over grades and tests, for it to fly out of your brain the second the bell rings. It's the interesting, innovative, and exciting little things that count. You can also cram for a test and pass a class, but it's getting a great grade on a test and retaining that knowledge that counts. I just hope trigonometry leaves my brain completely. No one needs that, and if you think you do, you're pretty much lying to yourself. Anyway, my main point I'm trying to convey is don't waste having a great time over a grade. Memories trump grades 100% of the time. To the younger people in the crowd, don't waste it. And to my fellow classmates of 2021, carry this lesson to college or to anywhere you're going, because we're gonna need it. Thank you, go Bronx.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Bender. I'm going to take you back to sophomore year, Honors English with Miss Hattelstad. A seemingly easy assignment on the Trojan War and the Greek gods and goddesses. We all hopefully read the book in preparation for the Odyssey, another challenging piece of literature, if you actually read it. We sat down for the test and we were overwhelmed on how much information we didn't know. Our test grades came back, and let's just say most of us were underwhelmed with our results. There were tears and pleas to Miss Hattelstad to let us retake the test, but all to no avail. We were crushed by how poorly we did, even though some of us thought we were prepared and some of us knew that we weren't. Then, a few months later, we were presented with another problem, the career research paper. Most people would take this assignment and just research a career they were interested in at the moment. Some may be passionate about, or something they may not be, just something to write about. However, our class took a new challenge to this research paper. We were all convinced that this was the career we had to go with for the rest of our lives. Some of us cried for a very long time over multiple class periods because we thought sophomore year was the day we decided our future. Now, you may be wondering why I am recollecting terrible moments throughout our high school career. Well, when I look around, sitting in front of me are students who made it through these moments. Those moments we thought would never end, that seemed impossible to get past. But now we sit here, dressed in red, some of us ready to move on to the next step of our lives. Some of us still not quite sure where we want to go or what we want to do. But all of us persevering through those moments, through those times that challenged us. So, over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years of our lives, remember that there will always be a tomorrow. No matter what low points plague your life, remember that the sun will always rise the next day, and so can your spirits. It's not going to be easy. It might take a lot of effort to get yourself through it, but you can always do it. You can always fight for a better tomorrow, and every single one of you is living proof.
Hi, my name is Tyler Burrows. Throughout my whole life, my mentors, coaches, parents, and teachers have always brought up a crucial piece of advice that I want to share with everyone here today in the class of 2021. It's very simple and goes a little bit like this. No matter what you do, as long as you work hard and give respect to others, you will be successful in life. I always grew up with this mindset, especially brought on to me by my father, who is the perfect example of this quote. He graduated from Montana Tech with an environmental engineering degree, worked in Colorado at an Air Force base for the government, and then moved back to Hamilton, where he did odd jobs for concrete construction until he became elected into office as a county commissioner. He never stopped working or ever complained about the struggles that he faced. The point is that in life, you never know where it is going to take you. It is futile to fight or argue about it, so you must work with what you have and take initiative of your own story. When I first walked through the doors of Hamilton High, I did not expect to attend college on the opposite side of the country and major in a field with such a fancy title, biomedical engineering. But if it was not for my hard work, dedication, and the people I've connected with these past 4 years, I would have never known the vast opportunities I'm truly able to do. Laziness, paired with a lack of drive and motivation, provides an easy way, but the only way to survive in the 80 to 90 years we consider a lifetime. It does not matter where you start as long as you end up where you want to be later in life. So please, never give up on yourself and keep going no matter what obstacles you face, and you will find success in many different aspects of your life. Congratulations, class of 2021, and go Bronx!
Hi, my name is Candace Craddy. Hello, graduates, teachers, friends, and family. Throughout high school, there have been several factors that have impacted my success, but I will argue that the most important influence was the support of my friends and family. These people have never let me doubt that I can do anything I put my mind to and always offer thoughtful advice when I need it. Therefore, my advice is to surround yourself with people who will support you, help you with the challenges you will face, and encourage you when you don't believe in yourself. In the past 4 years, I have learned from my many mistakes, and I have grown from these experiences in the process. High school is such an important time to discover who you really want to be, and your friends will help you find your true identity. In 2 months, I'll be moving away from the people I love, as will many in our class. All of us, whether we're staying here or moving away, will be creating new friendships. My hope is that we all continue to seek out people who see us and support us as our best selves. I'm so thankful for everyone who supported me and made memories with me in high school, and I truly believe that I wouldn't be where I am or who I am today without these wonderful people. So cherish the friendships that you have and fuel them with love and support, because the benefits of friendship are infinite. Value the experiences that you've gained from the people you've met throughout your journey, and don't take anything for granted. Congratulations, Class of 2021.
Hello, my name is Tanner Hansen, and good afternoon, Class of 2021, along with family and friends. It seems like yesterday we first arrived at high school, and we were so excited to be in a new environment where we could get a fresh start. As time went on though, the days of high school seemed to get longer as we learned more countries and global studies and learned sentence structure for about the millionth time. I remember watching all the seniors getting excited to leave this school, and I couldn't wait for that day to arrive for me. Looking back on it now, though, I realized that I missed out on an important life lesson. No matter how long and tedious the days may have seemed, it is important to take in the little moments, because one day they will seem like a distant memory. I know plenty of us have spaced out as Mr. Ferris was enlightening us on the War of 1812. It is about the same feeling I get when I receive my croutons at Kodiak Jack's with the cider ranch. Oh, sorry, let me get back on topic. In order for us to live without regrets, we must be present in every moment going forward, because all of a sudden, time will have flown by once again. I'm grateful for each of you that have played a part in my story, and I hope that all of you will be as grateful as I am for the time we spent together. I can't wait to see what all life will have in store for you, because all of us are destined to do great things in the future. Congratulations, Class of 2021, and go Bronx.
Hello, my name is Anna Seifert, and I believe that without a doubt, academics are valuable. However, the balance of scholastic achievement and diverse life experiences is equally as crucial. Our academic performance builds a foundation for the next step in our journey, but the many experiences, relationships, and lasting memories we've created in our 4 years of high school will carry with us the rest of our lives. Throughout high school, the most efficient way of gaining knowledge is to try things you have not yet tried, to do things you have not yet done, or to create things you have not yet created. As we remain focused and disciplined on schoolwork, I believe it's also been the time to step outside our comfort zones. Try a new sport or activity, join a new club, find a hobby you are passionate about, commit to a job. Connect with positive and spontaneous people that allow you to simply be authentic and enjoy each and every day. And don't be afraid to call in sick on a good Powder Thursday. It's a noteworthy achievement to succeed in the academic world, but be sure to not miss out on the adventurous and memorable opportunities high school opens the door to. Congratulations, Class of 2021.
Good afternoon, teachers, family, friends, and the Class of 2021. My name is Isabella Sidoric. After taking 11 AP classes, completing over 1,000 hours of community service, being involved in as many activities as I could fit into my already overwhelming schedule, and applying to 20 colleges this past fall, it's surprising that the biggest piece of advice I've learned these past 4 years is not related to academics at all. Although I do not have a secret to share with you all for how to exceed through these pivotal 4 years of high school, I do have some words of wisdom that reflect on how I've tried to live my life and how I hope we all can, especially in these next few years on our separate journeys. Ultimately, the most meaningful piece of advice I've learned throughout high school, and especially through COVID-19, when we were all forced to be apart, has been that we are all in this together. Although this saying has always been my anthem due to my intense love for the High School Musical movies, which coined this saying, this past year has demonstrated that it really does apply to all of us. And as this aphorism has become widely used, we have all discovered that we work better as a team. Even though we're all different in our own ways, we make each other strong. Although my high school experience wasn't totally aligned with High School Musical in every way, I've taken the lessons with themes of inclusivity and independence portrayed in the movie and applied them to my life. At Hamilton, we learned to fly together side by side, and as High School Musical 3's senior year clearly states, the next few years we will have the opportunity for improvisation without a script. No one's written it, and now we have the chance to. Into the future, we all free fall, but forever we'll always have high school. Hamilton High is a place where teachers encourage us to break the status quo and define ourselves as we choose. Where someone can be a singer, an athlete, and at the top of their class, and our valedictorians aren't all extreme nerdy brainiacs. Where teachers like Mr. Massey and Mrs. Knisley aren't just our educators, they're our best friends. For example, a text I received a few days ago is case in point. After craving a mint chocolate cookie from Crumble Cookie in Missoula, but having no time to actually drive up to get one, I woke up to a text from Mrs. Knisley telling me that she had already dropped the coveted cookie in my mailbox just because I wanted one, and most definitely because I had been talking about it all week. I ran out, and sure enough, there was a ginormous, glamorous cookie sealed in a Ziploc bag provided by Mrs. Knisley herself. Of course, there was a little piece cut out so Mrs. Knisley could try it, but who could blame her? Let me tell you, that cookie was good, if not the best cookie ever, and it had a lot to do with the love and thought Mrs. Knisley put into it. Even though I live all the way up in Corvallis, Mrs. Knisley brought me this cookie on a weekend, just because she knew it would make my day better, and this is a prime example of why I love our school. Fact of the matter, I love my teachers so much, I even laugh at Mr. Fett's cringy Pi Day jokes. Just kidding, Mr. Fett, we love them. Hamilton is a place where you can have a pizza party in Mrs. Schultz's classroom, and where Mr. Massey will set up an awesome scavenger hunt, even though he'll probably ruin his hiding spot. Where I feel comfortable hanging out in the library constantly because teachers like Mrs. Mason make it feel like a home base. And I always feel safe walking in our hallways during passing periods because I see Mrs. Zaglowski and Mr. Kimsey's smiling faces. Where our principals and counselors all know our names and check up on us like we're family. Especially Miss Ryder, who has spent these past 4 years calming my constant stress and anxiety, and who started my new growing collection of elephants to represent the Tufts Jumbos, my college's mascot, after thoughtfully bringing me an elephant statue she had at home. It's a place where a person, if it's the right person, changes us all. So to all the underclassmen, bask in high school's glory while you can. Spend time and build relationships with your teachers and mentors. Get to know your classmates. Don't complain too much, because I promise that when it's done, you'll miss it. Take the opportunity, seize the day, and sweep the leg, because you only get one high school experience. And yes, it does fly by. Even though we'll all be pretty far apart in college, I want you all to know that we will still always be all in this together as the Hamilton High School Class of 2021, due to the memories we share and the long-lasting friendships we've created. Although I probably will never see most of you again, just know that you will all always be in my heart, no matter how many miles apart we will be. Hamilton has given us friends we'll keep for the rest of our lives, and that means we really are all in this together. Once a Hamilton Bronc, always a Hamilton Bronc. Thank you, Hamilton High School, for allowing me to be myself all of these years, and for my parents, siblings, friends, and family for constantly supporting me and believing in me. Congratulations to all my fellow graduates, and have a great summer.
Good afternoon. Hi, again. The greatest piece of advice I have ever been given came from one of the most inspirational and impactful people in my life, my teacher, my mentor, and my coach, Mr. Albert. Ever since freshman year, Coach Albert has instilled upon his runners these 7 words: comparison is the thief of all joy. Now, at first, I didn't like that saying. I thought it was a bit of a cop-out. But throughout these past 4 years, I have learned that it holds to be true. Comparison robs us of our joy because it puts emphasis on our external characteristics. Things like our cars, our house, our income, and our job. Those are all external expressions of yourself. And I hate to be the one to tell you this, but someone is always going to have a nicer car, a nicer house, and a thicker wallet than yours. We should instead measure ourselves by our intrinsic values, our morals, our character, what we believe in, and what kind of people we are. Those are the things that truly matter. Take, for instance, Tyler Burrows. There is no question about his ability to dunk a basketball. Tyler is 6'5" and a tremendous basketball player. I'm 5'9" and I run cross country. Now, if I put all of my self-worth into my ability to dunk a basketball, I would live my life in discouragement and dissatisfaction. But there's nothing I can do about my height, and nothing that Tyler can do about his. They are both byproducts of external characteristics. So my ability and Tyler's ability to dunk a basketball is incomparable. This example holds true in a lot of aspects in our life. All of us have had our own advantages and disadvantages. Our class got dealt an unfortunate hand last year with the pandemic, and we've all had our own setbacks because of it. All of us have different backgrounds, and we come from different walks of life. We have all experienced our own unique childhoods. We are incomparable. I'm standing in front of you here today because I am one of the valedictorians. But what does that really even mean? I took some AP classes and managed to pull all A's. But things like GPA are external. All of us took different classes. We had to deal with our own battles and our own setbacks. Some of us are gifted with the ability to do calculus. Definitely not me. While others have the ability to craft eloquent essays. And some people, like Charlie and Keegan, have the God-given gift of lyrical linguistics. But we cannot compare these things to one another. Instead, we have to learn how to harness our abilities and utilize the hand that each of us have been dealt. So, class of 2021, go out and find your passion. Harness your strengths and focus on who you truly are. Charge forward into life, remembering that every day you have is a gift, and that comparison is the thief of all joy.
I'm Megan Yockey, for those of you who don't know me. First of all, I want to thank you all not only for being here to celebrate our graduation, but for being here for all the steps that have led us to this moment. Probably the single biggest piece of advice that has brought me to be standing here on this stage, taking the recommended 60 seconds of your time, is to stand with your hands by your sides. Someone told me this a few years ago, and my response was, huh? The special man who told me this first mocked me for how I was standing. I looked something like this. And he said that, and said that I didn't think I looked belong there. There being a place I most certainly did not feel within my right to be. I said, that's true, I don't think I belong here. And he said matter-of-factly, well, that's fine, but not anybody else's business. Don't let them know that. You don't have to fake confidence, but at least be neutral. I've taken this with me, and I believe it's the single most important thing to remember as we move on after today. We're starting new endeavors that are bound to come with scenarios that we don't feel we belong in. So as we go, stand with your hands by your sides, both literally and metaphorically. You are worthy of being in the room, of saying your piece, and of trying new things, so act like it.
Hello everyone, my name is Brinley Polson, and I just want to start off by saying I might be the only salutatorian, but I did take calculus and not statistics. Logan. Regardless though, there's a lot of things I've learned throughout high school about myself, about the world, even a bit from each of my classes. Unfortunately, not a whole lot about calculus. Sorry, Mr. Fett, I know it breaks your heart. But I think the most important things I've learned are about who I am. Everyone always tells you that high school is about finding yourself. And while I think that's true, I also believe that most of us spend high school being told who we are by everyone around us. You're good at this, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, but what will people think? What I've learned from that is to not listen to any of it. It doesn't matter if you're not the absolute best at what you love doing, or if it's not a common interest or a moneymaker. As long as you love it, do it. Allowing yourself to be ruled by other people's expectations and values will only confuse you and cause you to doubt your goals. I was taught my whole life that I was better than everyone else because of my so-called superior beliefs and values. At the same time, I was taught to hate myself for any of my shortcomings and mistakes. So when someone thinks they know what's best for you, take a minute to think about what you really believe in before blindly listening. Do what you want, do what you love, be who you want, and be someone you love. And if you think you're in a cult, you probably are. Congrats, class of 2021. Be brave and be strong.
Let's hear it one more time for the valedictorians and salutatorian of the Hamilton High School class of 2021. All right, Brooke, this way.
Are we going this way?
Yep.
Okay.
These students truly had exceptional academic careers at Hamilton High School. You will also note in your program today that these students, and any student with an asterisk next to their name, earned an enhanced diploma. This means they went above and beyond the minimum graduation requirements and challenged themselves to take additional classes in their effort to earn this distinction. I'd also like to congratulate this entire class for collectively earning a total of $3,944,802 in scholarships and awards. That's one of the biggest numbers I can remember ever hearing for any class. And it's a huge indicator of this group's dedication, commitment to themselves, as well as the support this community provides them with. Now, I'm pretty sure the reason we're all here today is to honor, it is my honor to begin our presentation of diplomas of the Hamilton High School Class of 2021. Roger Timothy Tucker Belanger. Haley Grace Bender. Lena Bengazal. Maya Bryn Berry. Graydon Arthur Robertson Byer. Logan Douglas Bratch. Tristan Scott Brawley. Morgan Rayanne Brenneman. Reese Brett Buchanan. Ian Matthew Burns.
Let's go, Morgan!
Olivia Meadow Burns. Tyler Jeffrey Burrows. Valentina Busso. Claire Elizabeth Carmody. Damian Michael Dean Christensen. Brace Ryan Clack. Stacy Elizabeth Collins. Molly Louise Craig. Ethan Michael Kramer. Camus Olson Craddy. Livia Ruth Della Silva. Jackson Todd DeLong. Caitlin Madison Denton. Leah Mackenzie Duvall. Madeline Elizabeth Duvall. Elias James Diaz. Caitlin LeRae Dickamore. Austin Michael Maynard Drake.
Thank you.
Bria Dugan. Noah Jordan Gardner. Tyler Bradley Glenn. Addison Elizabeth Gordon. Kaylee Mae Gordon. Corbin Wesley Gray. Kyle Steven Geisinger. Tanner Dale Hansen. Nicholas James Howard. Alexandria Marie Hayworth. Joshua Keith Hinson. Delaney Janice Holton.
Good job.
Delaney Holton. Phoebe Crump Howard. Madison Trieste Johnson. Gabriel David Key Herman. Austin Dean Kidd. Logan Taylor King. Haley Brooke Kirkbride. Jaden Marshall Clement. Katie Jean Kostecki. Callie Sue Kotke. Orion River Cutney. Carter William Lake. Tristan Joseph Dawson Lewis. Caitlin Alexis Lucas. Reagan Mackenzie Luchins. Matthew Tyler Likens. Lucy Valentine McGrath. Aria Tara McFerrin. Austin James Medler. Austin Paul Meese. Emily Rose Melnaric. Maisie Lane Mendenhall. Danny Gwynn Michael. Kaya Daniel Monaco. Mercedes Morantisi. Megan Rose Myers. Madison Noel Neal. Brendan Michael Nelson. Jonah Clayton O'Connor. Salvador Daniel Ochoa. Matthew Dodds Parker. Christopher Charles Passy. Dallin Pierce.
Hey yo! I did it! Woo!
Brinley Marie Polson. Kenneth Allen Reichert. Miranda Leon Rhodes. Magdalena Marie Ringer. Chelsea May Ritter. Harley Ezra Robertson. Nariah Grace Rodriguez. Jeffrey Carl Rogers. Benjamin Scott Rooney. Johanna Schmidt. Yana Shelton. Brandon Christopher Schwalm. Anna Grace Seifert. Isabella Rose Sidoric. Aiden William Sisson. Bradley Charles Smith. Casey Marie Smith. Isabel Marie Summer. Sierra Ashley Stringham. Summer Oslin Stringham. Ben Troy Tack. Taylor Christine Tacker. Michael John Talley. Garrett Gordon Turner. Brina Alicia Annette Tisco. Amelia K. Vaca. Logan James Vandenberg. Helen Luella Vanosdell. Hudson Dean Vigorin. Jaden Michelle Veldboom. Faith Marie Wallace. Mackenzie Jade Wallace. Amanda Marie Wilson. Megan Marie Yaki. All right, seniors, let's do this right. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce and present to you Hamilton High School's Class of 2021 graduating class.